Welcome to Once Upon Recipe. I am Rana Maz, and today we will make Musakhan Rolls, a staple of Palestinian cuisine. The name is rather unique. Musakhan in Arabic means heated. And here's how the recipe took its name. Once upon a time, there was a man who came back home hungry after a long day of working in the wheat field. But his wife didn't prepare anything to eat yet because she was trying to finish embroidering her daughter's wedding dress. Thinking of what to make, the wife recalled that there was some rather dry bread left from the morning. She lit the pan and warmed up the bread, but it was still dry, so she added olive oil and some sumac. When ready, the wife went to call on her husband, but he had fallen asleep. So she returned to the kitchen, cooked chicken with onions, added it to the bread, and finally presented the food to her husband, calling it Musakhan bread, meaning heated bread. Musakhan became the name of the dish, and the dish became well known throughout the Levant. So what do you think was so special about the dish that became so popular? Today, we will make the easy version, and there's no excuses for you to not try it. Let's start with ingredients now. We have naan bread or taboon bread or tandoor bread. There's you can use different kind of bread. Even if you don't have bread, you can use only tortilla bread. This is good work with this recipe. Now we have black pepper, cinnamon, also coriander and bay leaves here. Of course, salt to taste. And I have some powdered chicken bouillon, but you don't have to use it. It's up to you. Now we have half an onion here and 2 other onions. Also, we have the crushed black pepper and, of course, the chicken. I already made some here. And the star of the show today is sumac. We're gonna use plenty, like about 4 tablespoons of that. First, we're gonna preheat the pan and add some olive oil. So we add our chicken. We just need to sear it from both sides. While this getting halfway ready, I'm just gonna cut this onion here because I'm gonna add it to this. Larger pieces. This is only for flavoring the broth, so I'm just gonna add it on the side here. And also we're gonna use the whole spices for flavoring. You're not gonna eat it. Probably I put too much, but it's fine. I like cardamom. And the bay leaves is really nice when you use it with the chicken. Take all this fat. Just gonna put 1 cinnamon here. Turn this to the other side. Also I have here black pepper. I like black pepper in all ways. It's the whole black pepper or crushed, ground, anything. So now just gonna wait for those a little bit. Just sear on all sides. This way makes your chicken taste better. When you sear it, a lot of the fat will just go away, so this really makes your chicken taste a lot better. Now, I'm gonna put some salt to this. You can see it change color in all the sides. I don't want it to be really cooked, just a very light color. And now we will add hot water. We cannot use cold water with this, otherwise it doesn't smell good. So it's gonna see now all these goodies in the bottom of the pan will go into the water. Of course, we're gonna cover it with water. Now I like chicken bouillon. I get it powdered. So if you like it, just add it. If you don't like it, just skip it. I like it. Then this broth here will be very good for you. You can use it for soup if you like. You can use chicken breast, skin on, bone on. Thighs is good also with this dish. Now I'm gonna cover this here for a little bit and let's prepare our onion for the musakhan itself. You know, when you make this dish, they cut so much onion. For this piece of chicken breast, I'm using 2 onions. And I'm gonna show you my secret gadget. I use it a lot. You can get it anywhere now. This makes your life easier. When you need to make so much onion, just cut a little bit in half here, put like this. But you need to see how easy. And this is the last piece here. It's a little bit hard, but it's worth it. Also, now we're gonna add olive oil, but this time we're just gonna add a lot of olive oil, like about 1/4 cup. You know, olive oil is good for you, so don't be scared. I didn't measure, but it's about 1/4 cup. To tell you about the olive oil all around the Mediterranean Sea, they had the best olive oil. I know because I grew up in a city on the Mediterranean Sea, and they have a very good olive oil. The trees are very old, and I don't know, something about the Mediterranean Sea all around it. When you buy olive oil, try to read. So see, where do you get your olive oil from? And this is extra virgin olive oil. Usually, they used to make this dish, you know, especially when they pick all the olives and they make the olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, first cold press, so it's a little bit bitter, but it's good. Now, we'll leave those, just saute a little bit. Our chicken is boiling here. It takes about 30 minutes for the chicken to get ready, so we're just gonna leave it. So the chicken will look more like this now. I'm just gonna shred it. You can do this by your hands like this, or you can use 2 forks. It's a technique you can use. It's up to you. Not very tiny, just this size. A lot of onions. I'm telling you, if you don't like onion, I'm sorry, you're not gonna like this dish. Imagine how many good ingredients in this dish, like onion, olive oil, and also we have the star of this recipe, sumac. I don't know if you are familiar with it. It's kind of the berries they have in here, like they call it white sumac, but in the Mediterranean Sea area, they have it everywhere. Palestinian, they have it in their backyard, so they get it and they use it. So here's my sumac. It's tasty. It has this sour, tangy flavor. We'll add a lot of it. Like I have here 4 tablespoons, so I'm gonna use 2 big ones here. I'm gonna use some more later. So just stir. Also, now I'm gonna add to this some salt. So the chicken has some salt. You know, remember we added some salt to the water here. So I'm just gonna add maybe half a teaspoon. I think it's enough. Yep. And also my favorite, black pepper, about half a teaspoon. And you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm just gonna take some, about 1/4 cup of the water, you know, from here, from the chicken broth, and add it to this. Just a little bit here. And cover this again. And stir. Turn the heat a little bit low here. So the traditional way of this dish, usually they keep the whole chicken and bake it in the oven. And they use, this is more like the tandoor bread. This is naan or tandoori bread. But today we're gonna make those rolls. So this is the saj or the tandoor bread. I have a scissor here. I'm just gonna cut 4 pieces. We can use a knife, but usually I make a stack and I cut all together. So tandoor bread is a flat bread. They bake it in the clay oven. That's why it really tastes So good. We used to have it a lot back in Syria, and most of the Middle Eastern country, they have it. They have the different name for it. We call it tandoor bread, but some they call it taboon bread. At the end, it's a flat bread, very similar to tortilla. I have here a whole wheat tortilla. So it's very similar to this, but it tastes different. So, but you can use this. I usually, if I don't have this, I just use tortilla bread. Now, and start making my rolls. Spoonful of this stuffing, as you make like, probably burritos, like the same thing. Here we go, they are ready for me now. And I'll bring my cooking sheet. I already prepared it for you. I add some parchment paper here. You're not gonna like me, but I'm gonna add some more olive oil. Gonna put those here. Just gonna add some more also. We're not done yet. Wait for me. Just gonna bring my brush here and add some drizzle of sumac before you put it in your toaster oven, if you have toaster oven. In my toaster oven, they take about 10 minutes. We are making Musakhan rolls. They are ready for us, and let's serve it. So excited to show you how it looks like at the end. Here we go. Here is our Musakhan. Gonna plate it here. Sprinkle more sumac. I like pomegranate molasses. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of it. You know me. More sumac. We don't wanna. Usually, this is how we serve it with pickled cucumber, yogurt, or ayran. This is ayran, which is yogurt. Put some water to light it up, and a little bit of salt. It's really good. This is my Musakhan. Gonna like it. Has so many good flavors, and we make Musakhan the easy way. This is Musakhan rolls, but the origin one is they present it like this. They make a lot of onions, like I said, and usually it's like whole chicken full of sumac and onion, and they eat it with the, just take a piece of this bread, piece of that chicken, and you eat it. Very delicious, tasty, and especially if you like onion, you're gonna enjoy this dish. Okay, so that's it for today. This is Musakhan rolls, a tasty recipe, and I would love for you to try. Let me know if you like it. Here's my email. It's recipe@newamericansmedia.com. And I am your host, Rana Maz. See you next time on Once Upon a Recipe. Salam.